How to resolve stress, cure anxiety, the real way, the not bullshit way that actually works based on logic and based on science. Welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. I got the sheeps out. Let's let this baby sheep is bawling. The sheep has anxiety because it's separated from its mom. So we're going to calm the sheep's anxiety by, go sheep, allowing it to link up with its mom, and it's going to be de-stressed. So basically, you get different sorts of advice when it comes to stress. And I was having this conversation with a friend the other day because I stressed myself out over some issues and came down with stress-related illness. And I was talking about it, and I love this person, she's a wonderful person, but she's young, and gave some bad advice, and it's like, you're stressed out, you should just like go to the beach and chill and relax. And while it's good to meditate and it's good to do gratitude and stuff like that, that's bad advice. And what you have to do is identify the real cause of stress and resolve that stress, just like we did. The lamb's like the perfect example. I didn't even plan that, but that just happened. So for instance, I'm going to give you some anecdotes. In my case, I was stressed out over conversations that I needed to have. And if I did not have those conversations, that stress would just continue. No, Delilah, no. Sheep trying to get into the grain bucket. If I didn't resolve those, if I didn't have the conversation, then I would continue to be stressed out about that. So I had the conversation and it was stressful, resolved, right? I'm stressed out because I need to look at getting work done on my car, and I'm stressed out because there she goes, following her mama. I'm stressed out because I need to get new private health insurance, and I'm stressed out because I need to buy a plane ticket for my trip back to the mainland. So it's like some money stresses, right? Had the conversation, boom, stress on that, gone. Talked to the mechanic on my car today, stress, anxiety on that, gone. Scheduled a time to do take care of my health insurance issues. That stress is gone. And then I thought today, instead of going to the beach, if you look at all these stresses, they're actually money stresses. So let me work to not just make money, but raise my income. So I just went back up to 55 recurring clients, which is about between 3,000 and 4,000 recurring. That's the revenue. With my overhead, it's like 2,000 recurring. That's in addition to my farm job, which covers food, housing, and pays me on top of that. It's like a lot less stressed out when I deal with the actual problems. I'm a lot less stressed out when I instead do some work and raise my income, because money cures a lot of stresses. That's one thing that I've learned is being rich won't necessarily make you happy, but being poor will stress you out, right? You know that. So another story, I've been reading Bedros Keuilian's Man Up. Bedros Keuilian's a fitness franchiser, Fit Body Boot Camp. He was kind of leading the charge on the boot camp style personal training, which CrossFit kind of ran with. And I'm reading his book. And he was telling some story about how he was working as a regional manager for a fitness company. And part of his job was to give out all the checks to employees in the region. But the management was always bouncing the checks or trying to get him to delay the checks because they weren't liquid enough. They weren't hitting their cash goals to actually pay people. So he was so stressed out about this, what to do, because he liked the company otherwise and didn't want to quit his job. And he took no action for 2 months until he developed a bleeding ulcer in his stomach. And he says he believes his inaction, indecision, laying on the beach, took years off his life. What did he actually have to do to resolve the stress immediately? Call his boss and say, hey, I'm sorry, I have to quit. That's a stressful conversation to have, but it's the one action that resolves the stress. So I believe, again, it's good to put things in perspective. It's good to meditate. It's good to slow down your breathing. But at the same time, most of our emotions are correct and for a reason. And what you have to do is identify what's causing this stress and look at what actions you can take to resolve the stress. Usually doing nothing doesn't make the stress go away. It just pushes it off for a little bit. So there's lots of examples. Like, I smoked weed for a long time, but about maybe 5 months ago I started to quit and went down to like once a week, and now like it's been a couple months almost now. Why did I do that? Because I was getting a lot of anxiety when I was smoking, and it was just like a sign. Why am I getting anxious when I'm smoking? Because it's a sign to not smoke weed, right? And I could give a lot more examples, but I think you get it by now. The sheep thing was kind of badass. So if you want to benefit from this and take in this exercise today, please share in the comments what is one thing that's stressing you out, and what's the one action you can take to resolve that stressor. Whether it's a conversation you need to have, a phone call you need to have, a place that you need to go, a thing that you need to do, an action that you need to take. Probably not doing nothing. It's probably not just going and meditating. It's probably something real you have to do. And the mind's always searching for anxieties. Just because we're in the jungle, we're looking for the tigers, right? But you can get a point where, like, at least for a while, like everything's kind of solved. So I'm good. Okay, Felicia, this is Felicia. She's about to have a baby soon. Oops, here you go. Okay, she's looking real girthy, huh? She's got her milk bags all swollen. She's gonna drop soon. Pretty exciting. Yeah, so share down below what's causing you anxiety. What's something that you're gonna do about it? If you can't do it today, when you schedule it today for later on, get it done. Peace out, much love. Got more coming for you. Take care.